Do you know what it feels like when you break every record at your job and your boss looks at you and says, "I'm not worried about replacing you"? That moment, you think you've arrived. But what if I told you it's only the beginning of something much bigger? Imagine every late night, every failure, every risk that felt impossible, building you into someone no one can replace. Today I'm going to take you through a journey, from those small moments you think don't matter, all the way to the decisions, the mindset, and the stories that make you truly indispensable. If you've ever felt unseen, undervalued, or scared someone will take your place, you are in the right place. Because what you do next will change everything. When you start out, everything seems overwhelming. You wait for the phone call. You rehearse lines. You stare at blank screens. You compare yourself with others, wondering when your moment will come. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes you feel like giving up. But then one day you realize every rejection was training. Every mistake was a lesson. One small breakthrough. Maybe someone noticed your work. Maybe you got praise. That stirred something inside. You thought, if I can do this small thing well, maybe I can do more. That thought is the seed. If you water it, it grows. So you work harder. You pay attention. You learn from people who are doing what you want. You ask questions. You observe. You take tiny wins. And gradually your mindset shifts from just surviving to I deserve more. Once you decide you deserve more, you begin stacking up skills. You show up early. You stay late. You volunteer for tasks nobody else wants. You read books, watch tutorials, practice in silence. You don't let mistakes define you. Instead, you correct them. You ask for feedback. You refine. You record small successes, share them with your team. Your work gets sharper. Your reputation slowly builds. People start to trust you when they need something hard done. They know you sweat for work no one else will. And when you do it right, they remember. That's how you become someone reliable. Not perfect. Reliable. Someone they call before they call anyone else. Someone they believe when you say, "I'll get it done." In any workplace, there are many people doing the basics. They show up, do their tasks, maybe do well enough. But blending in keeps you replaceable. Standing out means doing more than asked. It means solving problems people didn't even know existed. It means having ideas. It means being proactive. It means saying, "I can help," and then doing it. It means building relationships, knowing who needs help, who needs encouragement, who needs your support. It's the difference between someone who just does a job and someone who changes the game. The moment you stop waiting to be noticed and start making yourself impossible to ignore, that's where promotion begins, where respect begins, where your boss doesn't worry about replacing you because you are more than one role. You are part of what holds everything together. Nobody can take away your character. Integrity, honesty, loyalty, these are the foundations. When you deliver promises, people believe you. When you admit mistakes, you gain respect. When you show up as you are, caring not just about yourself but about the whole team, you build trust. Trust is more powerful than skill. Trust makes you not just useful, but invaluable. When your boss knows you will act right even when no one is watching, that reassures them. When your teammates count on you, you become part of the culture. When clients trust you, you become part of the brand. And at some point, people see you not as a replaceable worker, but as a pillar, someone whose absence would be felt deeply. That's when "I'm not worried about replacing you" becomes not just a compliment, but a reality. Most people live day by day. You do what's asked, move tasks off your list. But those who get ahead see ahead. They anticipate what's coming. They study trends. They learn what improvements their company needs. They imagine where the market is going. They think about the problems no one else is solving. Then they prepare for them. You start talking not just about what you've done, but what you will do. You offer ideas. You build plans. You sketch solutions. And when your boss or your team needs someone to take charge for tomorrow, you are already halfway there. Because you were thinking yesterday. Because you were anticipating not just demands, but disruptions. The ability to see ahead turns you into someone who shapes the future, not someone who only reacts to it. Let me tell you about someone. Call her Sarah.
She joined a small team.
No one noticed Sarah on day one. She had no title. She worked quietly. But when crises came, deadlines slipping, clients unhappy, she didn't wait to be asked. She worked extra hours. She communicated. She found small fixes. She asked what could be improved. She proposed doing weekly check-ins. She asked to handle tasks outside her job because she saw gaps. People noticed. Her allies grew. Her reputation spread. Then one day, the boss said, "We need someone we can depend on when things go south." Sarah was the person. Because of all those small invisible actions, she became visible. When it mattered, she was the one everyone turned to. That's what you want. To be the person they turn to. This path is not smooth. You'll face resistance. Maybe someone thinks you're trying too hard. Maybe someone feels threatened. Maybe your risk doesn't pay off. Maybe they criticize you. Maybe they ignore you. In those moments, what you do matters most. Learn. Don't retreat. Use criticism as data. Use failure as a flashlight, highlighting where things are broken, where you can grow. Be humble enough to ask, "What did I miss?" Be strong enough to say, "I'll try again." Surround yourself with people who believe in you and push you. Protect your self-worth from other people's opinions. Because the bigger you become, the more noise there will be. But the greater your value, the less those opinions matter. When you know what you're building, you keep going. Once you reach a high-level mastery, you don't stop. You teach. You mentor those behind you. You share knowledge. Because when you lift others, you make your team stronger. You build loyalty. You build culture. When someone values you not only for what you do, but for what you help others become, that's rare. That's powerful. When you solve problems and also help others solve theirs, you become a force multiplier. That means that the whole group improves because you are part of it. That makes you essential. Your value multiplies. Hearts respect, trust they grow. And your boss. They see you not just as someone who performs, but someone who builds legacy. Now it's your turn. Think about where you are today. What small action could you take that nobody else is taking? What problem could you solve that others haven't seen? Who could you help that others ignore? What risk could you take? Maybe a little scary. That might change everything. Promise. You are not defined by today's title or tasks. You are defined by the consistent choices you make. Show up. Be reliable.
Be brave.
Build trust. See ahead. Be generous. Fail and get up again. Mentor. Lead with character. One day soon, your boss will say more than, "I'm not worried about replacing you." They'll be wondering how the company ever survived without you. Because you will have become someone unforgettable. And that future starts right now.